Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. If you'd like to go through all the rules you need for Warcry, then check out my How to Play Warcry series, parts 1 to 14. But for now, let's dive straight in to the quick reference guide and the rule that you've come here to see. Dungeon battlefields have areas referred to as dungeon walls. A dungeon wall is outlined with a thin red line and includes the area enclosed within. Dungeon walls are a type of terrain feature that uses the following rules. While not represented by scenery models, dungeon walls are terrain features that are treated as obstacles. Dungeon walls are not treated as the battlefield floor. This means that fighters, treasure tokens, objective markers, and other terrain features cannot be placed upon them. Because dungeon walls are obstacles, fighters may receive the benefit of cover from them, and we covered this in our previous video, which was part 11 of the How to Play Warcry series, where we went through terrain and cover. The next rule for dungeon walls is movement. Fighters cannot move through dungeon walls. This includes models that can fly. The only exception to this is when a fighter uses the float through wall ability, and we go through abilities in the next part of this video series. The next rule for dungeon walls is visibility. When determining visibility, lines drawn across dungeon walls are treated in the same way as those drawn through terrain features, meaning that dungeon walls block visibility. We went through visibility in part 3 of the series, which was the general rules and distance. In this image, the shroud blade is visible to the immolator as a straight line can be drawn from a part of the shroud blade to a part of the immolator. In this second example, the shroud blade is not visible to the immolator as a straight line cannot be drawn between the two fighters without it passing through the dungeon wall. The next rule for the dungeon walls is measuring distances. Distances cannot be measured through dungeon walls. Instead, players must measure around them. And now the final rule for dungeon walls is regarding objectives. If a straight line drawn from the centre of an objective marker to the closest point on a fighter's base crosses over a dungeon wall, that fighter does not count when determining control of that objective. I hope this video was helpful. Please join in with any comments or additions you'd like to make down in the comments section below. It'd be great to hear from you. You can find all the rules you need for Warcry and Warcry Catacombs in my How to Play Warcry series parts 1 to 14, where I go into a lot more detail with longer form videos covering everything you need to play the game. If you prefer to choose shorter videos, then just carry on through the playlist of this quick reference rule guide. You'll also find on my channel battle reports, previews for all Warhammer products, unboxings and reviews, and you can also see how to make bases and other crafts, and loads of videos on how to paint your miniatures. Thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more Warcry content like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.